Giving me an up-close and personal view. Well, welcome to the JoAnne Powell Show. I am JoAnne. We are coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM, Hollywood. Well, if you are looking for some fun things to do as we're heading into spring break and the summer, you might want to think about immersing yourself in the ocean by scuba diving. Something that I did, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to work with the folks at Seize the Day Scuba. They are located in Orange County in Southern California. If you are coming to the Southern California area or you're in the Los Angeles area and you're interested in learning how to scuba dive, I would get in touch with the folks at Seize the Day Scuba. That's their website, seizethedayscuba.com. They are very well versed in teaching you if you're a beginner, or if you're someone that wants to go to the next level, or you're interested in even being an instructor, that is something that they can accommodate. And I was real excited because the folks at Seize the Day Scuba were able to help me check off scuba diving off of my bucket list. I'm going to start my scuba adventure here at Seize the Day Scuba in Southern California. I'm going to find out what I need to do to learn how to scuba dive. Come on.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. I want to learn how to scuba dive, so can you tell me what I need to know?
Certainly. My name's Casey.
I'm JoAnne.
JoAnne, glad to meet you. Have you ever done anything like this before?
I've done some snorkeling, but that's about it. But I've always wanted to scuba dive.
Okay, a little bit of difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let's start off with education.
Okay.
All right, so with the education, we have this crew pack. And
Okay.
part of the way the class runs is there's classroom part, then there's a pool water part that we call confined water, and then there's the ocean part where we actually go out and dive in the ocean.
Okay.
The classroom stuff, think about 6 to 7 hours in the class. The pool work, think anywhere from 6 to maybe 10 hours in the pool.
Okay.
Now the ocean dives are typically 20 to 30 minutes a piece. There's going to be 4 of those over 2 days.
Okay.
Your options with this is that a lot of people just want to go to the beach and do their dives. We can either do that, we can go to Catalina for the day, or we can get on a dive boat. Those options are completely up to you. 1-to-1 ratio.
Casey Connell is a PADI certified course director. PADI stands for Professional Association of Diving Instructors. It is the largest diving training organization in the world. Course director is PADI's highest instructor level.
And the hose running around from the tank around to my face, okay? That is flexible.
My classmate on my diving journey is Lisa Breches, a nurse practitioner from Corona, California.
I wanted to learn how to scuba dive after my experience with snorkeling. We were on a vacation in the Gulf of Mexico, and I loved seeing all the bright, colorful fish and the different things that were down under the water, but I had to keep coming up for air. So I thought learning how to scuba would be really cool because I could stay under the water longer and see everything down there.
33 feet underwater.
Your PADI instructor will focus on helping you become a confident and comfortable diver. There's a lot to learn. The 5 chapters of coursework reminded me of being in a chemistry and physics class. You take a few quizzes, a final, and for me, once I received my doctor's okay, it was off to the pool for my confined water dive.
Through your mouth, because you got to learn to breathe in and out of your mouth. Through your mouth, take a deep.
I have always been comfortable in the water as a swimmer, but I realized being comfortable under the water would take a little getting used to.
33 feet underwater, it's equivalent to 2 breaths of air.
Some of the skills I'll need to do in my confined water dive include knowing how to set up my scuba gear, how to alleviate a cramp, buoyancy control, and safety procedures. Let's not forget mastering hand signals so I can communicate underwater. In this exercise, I'm signaling I'm out of air. I reach for my diving buddy's extra regulator. Then once I'm calm and ready, we head to the top. Now that I'm comfortable diving in a pool, my next step is the ocean for my open water dive. We'll do 4 dives over 2 days. I started my scuba diving journey at the Seize the Day Scuba in Anaheim Hills, California. I took the required classwork and closed water dives. Now it's time to head to the open water. First, let's take a look at the gear I'll need for my dive. You can rent most of your gear: a wetsuit, tank, buoyancy control device, weights, regulator, computer, compass, and air gauge. For your PADI certification, you need to purchase your own mask.
Important piece of equipment a diver would have.
Besides the air?
Yeah.
Well, we're looking at face masks, so I'm thinking that and maybe the snorkel.
Yeah, the mask is the single most important piece of equipment that a diver has. Okay. And the reason being is if the mask doesn't fit your face properly, then it's going to constantly flood.
Okay.
So what we're looking for is to make sure we have a good fit there. If it's flooding all the time, you're not going to have a good time.
You'll also need your snorkel, boots, gloves, and fins.
Now wiggle your foot side to side. Now up and down. Is the fin moving at all on your foot?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's a good fit.
It's a good fit.
All right, so figure for your leg. What you're going to do is you're going to pinch right here and pull that up. Okay? Now grab the fin and pull it off your foot. And what we have are mesh bags so that when we put all of our wet gear in it, the water drains out of the bag. Okay?
Makes sense.
And they're customized specifically for scuba gear. So we get everything inside of a bag except for our tank and our weights, and we're ready to go. Most of them are backpacks. You throw it up on your back and you're out of there. With those pieces of equipment, you're looking anywhere on, I'll say the low end, $300, to the high end, $550, $600. So what do you think, JoAnne?
I am excited, but a little nervous. But
Okay.
Overall, I am looking forward to doing what I need to do. Now that I've completed my classwork and the pool dive, it is time for the open water dive. We're here at Catalina Island at Casino Point.
Normally on the weekends, this is a very, very active dive park. One of the things about Casino Point is every year for the past 20 years, when dive locations around the world are analyzed and are reported on through the agencies and stuff, Casino Point has made the top 5 dive locations in the world. The reason being is because of the kelp forest.
This is what Casino Point used to look like. But now the kelp is gone because the coastal waters are warming. When I first got in the water, I was a little nervous, but when I looked down and saw all the fish and other aquatic life, I was thinking this is what it's all about. Then when I went down 34 feet to do the skills I learned in the confined waters, I think my brain was overwhelmed. Remember to equalize going down. Wow, this is really cool. Keep breathing. It took me a minute or two to get my focus, but thanks to my patient instructor, I made it through, completing my skills. Then we got a chance to explore the underwater world. How amazing it was to float along, suspended in space, taking in the sights and sounds under the sea.
Well, if anybody ever thought about learning how to scuba dive, I would say make sure they go to a qualified and a very quality type of shop, especially somebody who's PADI certified in order to be able to help you learn how to scuba dive and certify you. Because once I learned all of the skills that were needed and the understanding of the equipment and the pressures that you're under when you're underwater, to me that would be really important. Seize the Day has been absolutely phenomenal in helping me to accomplish what I needed to accomplish in the time that I needed to accomplish it.
Scuba diving, probably the single most important thing I could tell somebody is find your center of gravity, find your center of peace, and whatever you're doing, whether you're a beginner or whether you've got as many dives as I've got under my belt, when you put your face underwater, realize you're going someplace that less than 10% of 1% of the world's population are ever going to do.
I look forward to doing more dives and becoming a more experienced and confident diver. My next 2 dives will be off the Sea Ray. It's a dive boat, and we'll be going to the other side of Catalina Island. I'll be joining members of the Seize the Day Scuba Dive Club. What an amazing experience. I can't wait to share it with you next week. Just looking at that story makes me want to get back in the ocean again. It just kind of calms your spirit, and like you just glide along. It's almost like flying, being suspended in the water. It is a really good experience. It's one that naturally you're going to be a little nervous about because it's something that's so uncommon for you to do, because your body gets down there and like, what are we doing? But once you kind of get orientated, it's a really wonderful experience. If you've got a drive or an interest in what's going on under the sea in the ocean, it's something to do. I mean, if you are interested in something like that, because it's really a very rewarding experience, and I look forward to becoming an advanced diver by continuing my skill level going to the ocean. And I'm thinking about that now because the weather's getting nicer, although you can scuba dive anytime. When I shot that, it was actually January and February, so as long as you have a good wetsuit on, you can dive anytime. And I'm looking to hopefully go to some warm water locations so I can see some other things under the ocean. But it's a really fun thing to do when you're on vacation, or something to do with friends, or if you have people that don't scuba dive, you can always join a dive club. The folks at Seize the Day Scuba, they actually have a dive club. So if you want to find out more about learning how to dive, you can contact the folks at Seize the Day Scuba. That's C as in the C, SEAS, thedayscuba.com. And you can also give them a call. Their number is 949-220-0500. If you are in the Southern California area and you are interested in learning, I would give them a call or check them out on their website. If you already are a diver and you want to get with some like-minded folks, you should give them a call and join their dive club. It's really a fun thing. We went on the Sea Ray, which was one of the dive boats. Boy, it was a wonderful experience, and the food was phenomenal. They have someone on board that's a chef, and they treated us very well with the food that they had. So it was a really great experience. Basically, that's pretty much it for our show this week. We will be back here next week at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So in the meantime, if you're looking for some fun in the sun, or you want to take a road trip, be sure to contact the folks at Share My Coach or Seize the Day Scuba. Until next week, do something nice for someone in need. Take care.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University Elite Program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the Day Scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the Day Scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I